from Kiyumba, Serengeti Province, the former lightweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, former featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, former lightweight world champion, former light welterweight world champion and reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
Box numbers through the 9th round show Pacquiao throwing about 100 more punches, but landing at a lower percentage. Marquez with a 20-punch edge in power connects, 95 to 75. The harder punches, well, Pacquiao in the first 3 rounds, and then Marquez since then. But in the last round, Pacquiao seemed to reestablish himself as the aggressor, and that's what his trainer Freddie Roach has been wanting.
A lot of people biting their nails on the other side of the Pacific Ocean.
A lot of people biting their nails on the other side of the ring.
Murad Mohammed, the promoter of Pacquiao, is biting his nails.
Big time. It was Murad Mohammed who elected to take the gamble of choosing an extremely ambitious fight schedule for Pacquiao in the wake of his big victory over Barrera. To go straight from Barrera to Marquez. And then if he wins, to go on to Eric Morales. Trying to dispose of the top 3 featherweights of the last 10 years in 9 months. But it's gotten rough here. After a blazing and glorious first round in which Pacquiao knocked Marquez down 3 times, Marquez may be within range of coming back to win the fight. Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez answers immediately with the right. They get ready to trade again. Fight comes alive. Pacquiao's hand speed coming back. Suddenly he's more aggressive.
He's finding his range again with that straight left again.
Blood trickling from Marquez's nose. Remember that judges sometimes score blood. Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez backing up on the defensive. Pacquiao suddenly more comfortable than at any time since the early round.
Yeah, it seems like Marquez has used all of his strength trying to just get back into the fight after taking that pound in the first round. And at this stage here, he may be starting to weaken again because he's been just fighting so hard to get back into the fight. Plus all of that blood that he's probably been swallowing too. It's taking this effect.
This is over the top with the left hand.
And he's probably still never fully recuperated from that first round pounding.
Marquez out pawing at his nose with his glove. A sign that the bleeding is bothering him again. Hard left hand by Pacquiao lands flush again. And just as you said, Emmanuel, he's dialing it in. He's finding the range. Lands again. Marquez misses with one right, now lands one. Gets Pacquiao into the corner.
Did he hurt you? Okay, let's get some ice.
Juanita's el 11.
It's 11th round. You're almost there. 6 more minutes and you win.
Vamos un punto arriba, Vamos un punto arriba. Hey, relax for me. Give me a chance. Manny. All right, now you destroy this guy when you go to him. You're destroying him when you go to him with the 1-2, right? Okay. All right, now let's finish up, okay? Okay. Body and head. You hear me? Okay. Manny. It's round number 11, son. Suck it up for me, okay, son? Okay. Come on, baby, let's do it! Come on!
CompuBox numbers from the 10th round show Pacquiao landing 10 out of 17 power shots. Substantiating the point that Emmanuel Stewart made, he dialed in the left hand again, found the range, landed his big shots for the first time since early in the fight. have it through 10.
You know, it's a back and forth fight. At the end of round 6, I thought it was pretty darn close. But round 7, 8, 9, and 10, I just liked Manny Pacquiao's left hand. I thought he was the aggressor. I thought his left hand was doing more damage. It was landing sharper. He was the cleaner puncher. 96-91, 6 rounds to 4, Manny Pacquiao. He's got that big point lead because of that 10-6 first round.
It's very possible Marquez needs a knockout to win this fight.
And perhaps recognizing that his fighter might be weakening, Nacho Beristain didn't make that point between rounds, instead saying, hang in there for 6 more minutes. Both fighters looked exhausted after the 10th. Pacquiao not letting it show here. Steps inside, lets his hands go again. Marquez pops him with a perfect right hand in return. Pacquiao's left, Marquez's right. They'll go down the stretch, trading those shots. Marquez is holding his mouth, tells you how much he's bothered by the blood coming out of his nose.
He's been fighting through a lot of pain after the first round.
Oh, what a big right hand by Marquez. Pacquiao took it pretty well.
This round, at this point, he's been able to neutralize Pacquiao's left hand. And once he neutralizes the left hand, he's neutralized everything.
Before tonight, Juan Marquez had never participated in the kind of dramatic slugfest which typified the great careers of his 2 Mexican countrymen, Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. Now he's got one. Question is, can he come back and win it?
Yeah, but I think win or lose, he's made his mark among Mexican fans for showing the courage and the fortitude to put himself back into this fight.
I feel like giving them both a standing ovation.
And I believe he won this round.
Hey, if you're gonna win this, it's an incredible victory. It didn't look like you're gonna win, but you got it now. First round?
All right, Manny. This is your round, son. We need this round badly. Ready? All right? You put him on his ass this round. You hear me? Okay. Now, Manny, look for the double left hand. Do not let him be first. Okay, you have to be first.
Don't wait for nothing now. He is trying to go after him. You're up by 3 points. We're winning this fight.
Both fighters believe they can win this fight if they win this round.
Which fighter has something left? The crowd is on its feet at the MGM Grand. And some of them in the higher seats are bound to stay standing throughout the round. Freddie Roach wants to take nothing for granted. He asked Manny Pacquiao to go knock Marquez out. Marquez starts out the round landing big shots. Wants to box his way through the round, try to win it and take his chances with the scorecards. Pacquiao's trainer told him he couldn't afford to be satisfied with that. Perhaps because he knows that his fighter only fights at his best when he's going forward and attacking.
Two finely conditioned, highly motivated, highly skilled athletes. Both with great hearts.
Two fighters.
Giving you everything they've got.
Two real fighters. From their guts. Both can box. Both can punch. Both have the hearts of champions.
This is a good fight, Aaron. And I'm just wondering if Marquez hadn't been so badly physically damaged the first round, this would have been one tremendous fight. Even though it's been good as it is, it would have been even better, I felt.
No, I feel the knockdowns in the first round made the drama that we're watching.
And both guys in great condition, too.
30 seconds to go. There is no other candidate for Fight of the Year. Not at this moment. We'll see what happens in the rest of 2004. But nothing in the first 5 months of 2004 can compare with this. Fire against fire. Down the stretch. Pacquiao's left. Marquez is right. Last chance to make a statement as the bell gets ready to ring.
Pacquiao winning a close fight.
Harold, how'd you finish up?
Okay, Jim. I thought Manny Pacquiao pulled out that 12th round, but certainly I thought Juan Manuel Marquez won the 11th. 115, 110, 7 rounds to 5, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Jim, that 10-6 round was just impossible to overcome. Juan Manuel Marquez, a sensational, gutty performance, winning rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6. I thought Pacquiao came back very well in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then, they split the final rounds. So, 115, 110, Pacquiao.
Keep in mind, as you listen to that 115-110 scorecard from Harold, that he scored rounds 7, 8, 9, and 10, all for Pacquiao. I think those were difficult rounds to score. It might be closer on some cards. Bert Clemens of the United States is one of the 3 judges. He scored Morales Ayala 117-11 for Morales. It was an easy fight for Eric. Guy Jutra, notable fight. Ayala Tapia scored 115-114 for Ayala. And Ayala was indeed the winner of that fight. And now John Stewart of New Jersey, who scored Jones-Tony for Roy Jones, which was indeed correct that evening.
It's amazing sitting here watching the crowd excitement about featherweights when 10, 15 years ago, nobody even thought that you would have featherweights hardly on TV. But then there came a little guy named Nassim Hamed.
And he created the mold of the featherweight slugger.
Yeah.
And then along came the next featherweight slugger, Manny Pacquiao. And tonight, in the first round, Manny Pacquiao stunned Juan Manuel Marquez, and to the shock of everyone at ringside, knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round. There was a moment when you didn't think Marquez was going to effectively get up from that 3rd knockdown, but he did. He survived the last 30 seconds of the first round. By rounds 5 and 6, Marquez was coming back and was winning the fight, or at least winning rounds, knocking Pacquiao back with his right hand, avoiding the left. But by the latter stages of the fight, Pacquiao began to land his straight left hand again and brought the blood back out of Marquez's apparently broken nose. In the 11th round, they traded shots as both fighters tried to muster a knockout shot to close things out. And then they both fought their way evenly, more or less, through the 12th. Maybe Pacquiao won it with some big left-hand shots in the middle of the round. And Manny is the likely winner as we get ready for the scorecards, it would appear, because of the 10-6 first. Let's go to Michael Buffer and find out who won.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here at the MGM Grand of Las Vegas. After 12 great featherweight rounds, we go to the scorecards. Jon Stewart scores it 115 to 110 for Pacquiao. Guy Jutra scores it 115 to 110 for Marquez. And Bert Clemens scores the bout 113, 113, a three-way split. The bout is a draw. Both fighters keep their respective titles.
The bizarre scoring and the controversial draw were reflective of a great fight in which both the attacker, Pacquiao, and the counterpuncher, Marquez, had seemed to succeed in applying their craft. And based on that fight,